All right, I'm back in Georgia. And we had a major storm here last night, which is why we had to divert our plane from landing in Atlanta to Nashville. And it gave us an extra 2 hours in the airport, which is great because, the airport, who would not want to be on an airplane or in an airport? And then, of course, I said, hey, well, one of the benefits is we get to come back late, so we'll miss the Atlanta rush hour, right? Josh, you forget. You've been gone a week. You forgot how bad Atlanta traffic is. You silly, silly goose. You silly, silly goose. Anyway, so I'm back, and the credit card took a beating, man, let me tell you. And it sucks. You don't even want to look at your credit card bill, you know what I'm saying? Because we spent a lot of money. So basically, we went to Maui for my third child, kid three's high school graduation. Never been to Maui. I've only been to Hawaii 4 years ago, and that was Honolulu and Oahu, whatever that place is called, and that was fun. It was fun. It was great. And then going to Maui was better for sure, but it went all that in a bag of chips relative to the cost and the time and all that. I mean, we went to Maui Gold, this pineapple place, which is fantastic. Freaking love that place. Crushing, legendary. But what we did in Hawaii and Maui, you can do all that stuff in Florida. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not the pineapples, but, oranges and stuff. Whoa, lots of traffic there. Not traffic, but stuff on the road. I mean, all this stuff you can do in the United States, in the stateside. And I just think it's, if you're going to do once, that's fine. But it's a crushing expense on you. Man, look at all these tree branches down. Dang nab. Man, look at all the branches. It's a crushing expense on your budget, that's for sure. But here's my message to you, my friends. Don't allow the fear of, I got to put this on a credit card. I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to take a vacation. I'm telling you, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Look, I'm not telling you to go out there and freaking sniff cocaine, all right? I'm not saying that. But if you got an opportunity to spend some quality time with your family, even if it means going in debt a little bit to do that, freaking just do it, man. You're never going to get another time like this. I mean, you could, but you'll never get another time at this time. Like my kid just turned 8, he's 18 and a half. My son is 17 and a half. Chloe was with us. She's 20, born in 2003, 22, right? Yeah. And then Maddie's 25. You're never getting another chance because next year they'll be older. Hell, Maddie might be married, but I don't know. But you just don't know. When are you going to be able to have time again to police up all your kids and grandkids and freaking just have everybody, I'm not saying you get a one-shot deal at this stuff. I'd never be so silly to say because I don't know. God willing, that doesn't happen. But man, even if you have to go in debt, there are some things that's worth taking on debt for sure. And one of those things is going on a family vacation. Absolutely. I don't care where you go. If you want to go to, be stupid and go to Europe, more power to you. I don't know why you'd want to go to Europe. They're dying in front of your very eyes. Keep it here in the United States. Buy American, baby. My man Tim on Facebook is like, I go to Cancun. It's great in Cancun. And Tim also likes the Kansas City Chiefs. So we know that Tim likes the men, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because he likes the Kansas City Chiefs and he lives in Cancun instead of keeping his money here in the United States. So we know that Tim is not a lady lover like me. No, keep your money in the United States. Stay stateside or Hawaii or Alaska, is fine. But stay in the United States, too. It is expensive, I'm not going to lie to you. But anyway, point being is it's okay to take on debt to do something that you might never get a chance to do with your family again. And don't regret it. Don't look back and say, man, I just don't do that to yourself. And don't sit there in Hawaii and say, well, I can't afford to do this and do that. I mean, dude, if you're there, I'm going to sneeze. COVID. COVID. I still think it's funny. There's still 6 feet signs every now and again. The whole COVID thing was such a freaking ridiculous. I can't believe how many people fell for it. You're like, remember at the they're like 6 feet apart. You can't do that at the airport, you freaking maroons. It's just so dumb, dude. I'm sitting there thinking, people fell for this on it because we're sitting in an airplane. We're sitting, crunched in like a sardine. And I'm like, people actually felt like if you kept your stupid mask on, you'll be exempt from... The whole thing was such a freaking psyop. That people can't see this, even to this day, it boggles the mind. Josh, you should keep your politics out. You might get more clients. Dude, if you fell for that hook on a sinker, that's one thing. If you fell for that hook, line, and sinker and mandated that I fall for it too, or that I should get your stupid JAB, and you feel like, oh my goodness, if it wasn't for Fauci, we'd all be dead. I don't want you as a client anyway. I don't want those people as clients, because why would I want people who don't live in reality? I just want realistic people. And that means I don't have any people as clients, and so be it, man. But I only want people who deal in reality, not deal in fanciful things that they just, well, Fauci, well, Francis Collins, they're the best, Nobel Prize. Ugh. And Fauci, we trust. Remember these idiots saying that? Crazy. Anyway, I'm going to lose my tan, because I look good, dude. You got to admit, I look good. My tan, my pearly white's looking all pearly. My pearly yellows, looking all white, because I got that tan. But I'm going to lose my tan, because the next 7 days here in Georgia, it's going to be cloudy, overcast, hot and humid, but not much sun. We got a little bit of sun right now, but I gotta get out there and keep my pearly whites looking, my pearly yellows looking white. All right, so how do you pay for this stuff? All right, so a couple things. Let's just say you put on a credit card like I did. I don't have the cash. I got half the cash to pay it, so I got probably $7,500 on my credit card. I'm just gonna have to work like a freaking. I almost thought of David Allen Coe. I have to work like a crazy man to pay this off, and that sucks. 100%. I could sell stocks. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, because my debt is a short-term thing. My stocks are a long-term thing. Whoa, look at that tree. Damn, big, crazy amount of trees came down here. That whole street was just flooded right there. Nuts. I guess that's why we had to avoid landing in Atlanta. If you're working, you take a loan from your 401k, unequivocally. Take a loan from your 401k, pay off the credit card that you have, and you'll be paying yourself back. It's literally what you're doing. All these bank on yourself thing with whole life insurance, that's not true. They're truly banking on yourself, isn't that? Truly banking on yourself is borrowing from your 401k, 100%. So do that. I don't have 401k because I'm self-employed, and I know I could have an individual 401k. I don't want that. I have everything in a brokerage account. I want to pay the tax now, so I don't have to pay the tax later. You can say it's stupid. I don't care. I just like the idea of having everything tax-free for the future. I've been doing this business a long time, and one of the things I've seen on the most inopportune times when people need a sudden cash inflow and the only thing they can take it from is a pre-tax account, that just sucks, dude. That just sucks, because now they're paying taxes on money that they need to consume for their life, if that makes sense. And if you pay Caesar first, man. All right, so anyway, so what you do is you borrow against your 401k if you're working, if you have a 401k with enough money in there. Again, you have 5 years to pay it back, whatever the current interest rate is, 6.5%, I don't know what the current rates are. So you're going to pay when I was at USA, it's 26 times a year we got paid or something like that. So, I had to pay one payment every paycheck, every 2 weeks. All right, so you got to do that. If you have a credit card, you could find a 0% balance transfer. All right, so for me, I used to do this, and I don't do it so much anymore because I typically have all my credit cards paid off. But this last year, I ran low on cash, so I had to take a credit card, and I transferred some money to a Navy Federal 0% interest credit card. And so I'm paying that off. I'm going to have that paid off by the end of the year for sure, because I don't want to sell stock to pay this stuff off. I could. I don't want to sell stock to pay this stuff off. So I'm paying it off. What I'm doing here is I'm not paying any extra on my mortgage. I'm just paying the minimum on my mortgage and using that money to pay off my credit card. So I figure by the end of this year, I'll have it all paid off. If I pay I think I got to pay, $1,000 a month. Yeah, about $1,000 a month, $1,500 a month or so, and all my credit cards be paid off by the end of the year. And I hope I can do that. If you guys keep watching the videos, hit like and subscribe, and just keep putting them on, keep watching. Just put them on the sidelines. Say, even if you're freaking doing something else, you're hanging out with your wife. You know what I'm saying? Doing stuff with your wife. You can still have my videos on in the background. You know what I'm saying? Don't you want to hear? Doesn't it? It's sexy to have old Josh yapping in the background while you're doing something with your wife, right? But anyway, so it's just paid off as best you can. Don't be paying more on your mortgage if you have credit card debt. You know what I'm saying? Just start paying off. And just like, that's the whole thing with Dave Ramsey. It's 100% right. It's the, what does he call it? The snowball, something like that. The debt snowball, something like that. And that's what you got to be doing, dude. Just pay this off. But don't rob yourself of the time to have fun with your kids, your wife, your grandkids, and all that. Don't be stupid, because you'll never get another chance. All right, I gotta hit some store, gotta hit the grocery, because we are dead on food at Publix. Gonna buy up some serious BOGOs. God bless. Love y'all. We'll see you guys.